Good day. I am Erica May Baclohan, the first reporter of Group 7. For today, we will be talking about the concepts of charismatic leadership theory. So, a charismatic leader is defined as person that attract, influences, and inspire people by their personal qualities. Charismatic leaders have a unique talent for being other-centered and paying attention to the emotional needs of those around them. Many of them know how to use body language and social cues to make others feel comfortable. Here is the list of charismatic leaders employ to persuade people to see and support their vision. But first, I have example here for a charismatic leaders. First, we have Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr. was a charismatic leader. He exhibited clear communication to his followers and empowered them to take action for positive, impactful cause. King is a role model because of his charm, commitment, and other desirable qualities. Other than that, we have Barack Obama. Barack Obama is an example of charismatic leader. One area where people with charisma are especially effective is leadership. Charismatic leadership use their magnetic personalities and charm to gather followers. They are dominant, self-confident individual who hold strong conviction of their beliefs. The charismatic leader's influence is the best result of his or her referent power. So here is the list of qualities for charismatic leader. First, we have presence. Charismatic leaders exhibit a confident and healthy self esteem. Many times, they maintain eye contact with whom they are speaking to and make others feel that their opinion and beliefs matter as they talk to them. This presence also helps charismatic leaders hone their listening skills instead of thinking about their next statement. They are zeroed on what person in front of them is saying and use active listening method. So it means na kanang makig-eye contact jud ang isa ka leader sa iyang mga audience para ma-feel sa iyang mga audience na importante ang ilahang mga beliefs and nagmatter gid sa ilaha ang ilang mga opinions. And na ma-exercise sa nila sa ilang mga audience ang ilahang listening skill. Next, next is the creating meaningful connections. This entry ties directly to present charismatic leaders often possess emotional sensitivity that strengthens their bonds with people. They go beyond goal setting performance issues and objects and to get the heart of the person. So it means that ang charismatic leader they have these qualities nga sensitive kayo sila manulti sa ilahang mga audience and more on positive words only to create a strong connections. Next is the emotional control. While charismatic leaders can clue into their emotions and even exhibit their own, they are generally able to control their feelings. So, nakoy na kuan na to na pastor and we talk about unsaon niya pag overcome ang iyang nervous o makig-talk siya sa iyang mga audience, but he said na fake it until you make it. Then by that, dili jud daw nimo diha-diha dayon ma-overcome ang imong nervous sa makigatubang ka sa mga audience. But if you will fake it, then makaya jud na nimo siya. Next is managing social situations. These leaders are adaptable and have the ability to make others feel comfortable regardless to the social situations. So leaders are very adaptable labi na sa iyang mga audience kay ganahan man sila nga comfortable ng audience sa makigistorya nila and mo make sa ilang mga statements. Next is generosity. While all charismatic leaders may not subscribe to this principle, many may employ it depending on the circumstance. Leaders who are charismatic that also believe in principles of the servant leadership or transformational leadership feel it important to put themselves in the shoes of others and figure out what they need. This could be contacts, attention, useful information, or respect. In this situation, charismatic leaders believe there is a value associated with giving or receiving. So, a leader may put themselves in the same situation sa ibang tao para ma-feel nila o mas ma-improve nila and ma-figure out nila ang ilahang need isulti sa ilang mga audience. Master communicators, well, not always, but often these individuals are talented and conversationalists. Many are effective public speakers, and they put a depth at putting the right words together to get a message across whether they are talking to one or 1,000 people. So, gifted jud daw ang mga leaders. But I think dili tanang leaders kay gifted because I believe that the society will mold you as a person, as an individual, and your characteristic. So, ang society jud ang mo-develop nimo para nako. Next will be self-awareness. Charismatic leaders are adept at monitoring themselves. They are focused on self-improvement, portraying an image that presents them in a good light. And they notice how they are different from others. These leaders have the ability to step out of themselves and critique how they behave and interact to have a more significant impact. So, ang mga charismatic leaders daw kay more on self-portrayal, but this self-portrayal kay in a positive way. And para makita sa tao, unsaon pag kuan ang ilang self and murag musuno bitaw ang mga tao sa ilahang kuan silang how they portrayed in good character. Creativity and innovation. Much like transformational leaders, those who specialize in charisma also see a need to treat every challenge as an opportunity to make things better. They focus on the solution instead of the problems and consistent improvement. It is about seeing what could be and then working to create a solution or future that aligns with that vision. So a leader has a power, and that power is a vision, and that vision will make a better future. So, nga ana mag-think ang ato ang usa sa ang isa ka leader nana siya the way he thinks and he act. Tenacity and determination, struggles and trials will come, but charismatic leaders do not consider possible of giving up. They believe in pushing forward and meeting the challenge head on. Not only humility. Effective charismatic leaders realize the importance of the talents and skill people have. They genuinely listen to the concerns and ideas of those they manage, understand, and can convey to the value of each employee. These individuals can make employees feel like they are a part to a unified team who are striving for the same purpose. So humility, humility ang isang charismatic leaders kay sila man ang mo-help sa mga tao to improve their talents and skill and also guide them to make a better way of giving their talents and skills. Ano siya? Thank you very much. Next reporter, please.
My name is Shalami D. Balili, and I am the second reporter. And my assigned topic is the advantages of charismatic leadership. and the disadvantages of charismatic leadership. So, these are the advantages of charismatic leadership. So, first, increase employee loyalty because charismatic leaders are adept at motivating and inspiring employees. It is likely that leaders can encourage and increase employee loyalty and commitment. Their goal is to make employees feel that their work and talents matter. Therefore, it is likely that employee engagement will increase and turnover could decrease. So, increase employee loyalty. Mao ni sila ang mga leader nga mo-motivate o mo-inspire sa mga employees. Like ilang ipa-feel sa mga employees kung unsa kagamit ang ilang gipangbuhat, and by that mas mo increase ang loyalty sa ilahang employees. Kay murag gidaig sila ba. And second, leader creation. Charismatic leaders and managers have an infectious personality that can spur up incoming employees to become leaders eventually. Mao ni sila mga leaders nga mo encourage sa mga employees nga mo work harder para mahimo silang leaders, and the quality of these leaders can take on a trickle-down effect and become a part of an employee's eventual management style. Next, higher productivity. These leaders are especially skilled at gaining the trust and respect of those who they manage. And as a result, employees are more likely to adhere to the high expectation of charismatic leaders. The effects of this have a high probability of spurring increased productivity and a better quality work. So, mao ni sila mga leader nga naay salig og respeto sa ilang mga employees. So, as a result, mas maningkamot ang empleyado kay dako na mag-expectation ng ilang leader. So, mo na yung sa last nga sentence na the effect of this have a high probability of spurring increased productivity and a better quality of work. And next, a move toward innovation. Charismatic leaders are driven toward change and innovation that makes sense. Therefore, this individual will always look for opportunity to better the organization and improve processes. So, kanang mangita sila mangita sa way or opportunities kung unsay dapat buhaton para mas mo better o ma-improve ang ilang organization. This means the company can always stay up to date on the latest trends and organizational practices. Lastly, establish and learning culture. So, there are three major qualities of charismatic leadership. First, the humility. Humility, like, ilang taga-anog value ang employee, like, maminaw sila sa mga sides and concerns. Second, effective communication. If we have a good communication skills, we can motivate people and build trust, diba? So, third, improvement. It's okay to appreciate our work and believe in ourselves, but at the same time, we should also strive to improve existing skills or develop new ones. Because these leaders have focused more on growth than punishment, mistakes are treated as learning opportunities. Employees are encouraged to find another solution to problems when the original plan did not work. This could create a setting where employees feel more comfortable by taking a risk and finding better solution. So part 3. Disadvantages of charismatic leadership. So first, wrong focus. The main difference between charismatic and transformational leadership is the focus on ethics. Charismatic leadership can become more so about the personality and belief system of the individual. Their power to influence others could drive them to become arrogant and shun humility or compassion. So, wrong focus. Some charismatic leaders focus on the wrong things, though, especially if they lost their sense of humility. These leaders may become arrogant or begin using their influence in harmful ways. Next, the creation of yes men. Yes men. Because the personality of these leaders can turn admirers into followers. It is easy for their big personalities to create yes men. As a result, the ideas of the charismatic leader could go unchallenged, leading to the implementation of plans that are less than favorable. So, when the employees stop thinking for themselves and start doing whatever the leader says without question, they may go along with plans that aren't ideal for the company's long-term vision and goals. If no one speaks up and questions the leader, the team productivity and performance could suffer. Next, the company suffers if they leave. No fault of their own, a good and effective charismatic leaders may have been the backbone of the business. Their tenacity, drive, and leadership could have caused many to depend on their ability without developing their own. As a result, their departure could leave a hole that no one has been trained. How companies suffer if they leave. This could lead to the decline in the company's performance and productivity. Next, a lack of clarity. If a leader has delivered more successes than failures, then they can start to rest on their charismatic abilities and forget to employ tactics that they are also responsible for success. Consulting the team, looking at the previous performance data, and remembering the mission and vision of the company. So dili na to makita no ang mga kuan unsa ka importante ang humility. Kung ila pag-value ang pagpaningkamot sa employees, dili unta nila makalimtan nga without their team members dili sila mag-success or dili mag-success ang company. So, that's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will report the charismatic leaders' best practices. Become an active listener. So, charismatic leaders are skills in making others feel their words matter, and employ a lot dynamic listening techniques. Asking questions, pausing before making statement after their response, and focus on the what they are say without forming a explanation of become a active listener. So charismatic leaders excel not only in speaking effectively but also their ability to listen dynamically, and they use techniques such as asking question, pausing before response, and stay focused on what others are saying to create an inclusive and respectful communication environment. This contributes to the perception to the words of those around them truly matter in the leader's eyes. Combined power rot. Anyone can be powerful, but it can takes a unique type of leadership to combine the ability to influence others with the compassion and consideration. For the explanation of that, asserting that a true leadership involves a rare combination of power and the ability to influence others, coupled with a deep sense of compassion and consideration. This type of leadership is not a merely authoritative but also cares about the people they lead, making their impact more positive and meaningful. Work to enhance communication. Leaders who would like to employ a mere charismatic style should work on their public special skills and take notice of nonverbal cues like body language. Explanation of that, advising leaders interested in adopting a charismatic style to focus on improving their public speaking skills to effectively communicate their ideas and to be attentive to nonverbal cues, especially body language, to enhance their ability to connect with influence the others. Let personally overshadow sound practices. As stated in the disadvantage, it is possible for leaders who are charismatic to relate to heavily on their nature. Of that, charismatic leaders may face a disadvantage it, if they become overly reliant on their inherent charisma. While charisma can be powerful leadership traits, it is important for leaders to balance with a diverse set of skills and strategies to effectively navigate various challenges and situations. Opportunities for honest feedback. It it is easy for allies to become yes men when dealing with a fluent charismatic leaders. Leaders should realize this and make sure they make a conscious effort to encourage people around be honest and truthful with them about their ideas and proposals. Explanation of that, leaders need to be aware of the importance of honesty and openness and should be actively work to create an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their genuine thoughts and ideas.